In the silent darkness of space lies Orion's Belt, 3 brilliant stars guiding us through the night sky. But one of them hides a terrifying secret. Alnitak, a colossal blue supergiant, nearly 20 times the mass of our sun and shining hundreds of thousands of times brighter. Imagine falling toward this giant star, leaving Earth far behind, heading for a death no human could ever survive. The closer you get, the more space glows with its searing blue light, blinding, powerful, and unforgiving. Even millions of kilometers away, Alnitak's heat would begin to cook your spacecraft. This is no ordinary star. The radiation pouring from Alnitak would fry electronics and kill a human in seconds without extreme protection. Alnitak's stellar winds blast out matter at thousands of kilometers per second, turning space into a deadly storm. You are now at the mercy of gravity, falling helplessly toward the raging surface of the blue supergiant. Up close, the surface of Alnitak is no solid ground, just a boiling ocean of superheated gas. This is your last moment as a solid being. Crossing the photosphere means instant death. Your body would vaporize in less than a second. Every cell reduced to ionized gas. But gravity drags your atoms deeper, into regions where temperatures soar to millions of degrees. The pressure here is unimaginable, enough to crush hydrogen into helium in a process that powers the star. You are no longer human, no longer matter as you knew it. You are now part of Alnitak's burning plasma. Eventually, your particles are fused into helium, becoming part of the energy that keeps Alnitak shining. The light you just became will take thousands of years to escape to the surface, and eventually shine toward Earth. From afar, nothing has changed. The star still burns, oblivious to your sacrifice. Deep within Alnitak, fusion reactions roar like a cosmic engine, producing enough energy to outshine 100,000 suns. Heat and light fight their way to the surface through vast convective zones, a slow journey that can take millennia. Photons created in the core take thousands of years to escape, scattering through endless collisions on their way out. You are now indistinguishable from the star itself, a tiny piece of the blue giant's blazing soul. Alnitak is a true cosmic monster, so vast that our sun would look like a tiny spark next to it. This energy lights up entire nebulae in Orion's Belt, shaping the birthplaces of new stars. But blue supergiants burn their fuel fast. Alnitak's life is short, just a few million years. When its hydrogen runs out, the core begins fusing helium, creating carbon, oxygen, and heavier elements. The star grows unstable, losing mass through powerful winds that blow off entire outer layers. At its heart, gravity wins. The core begins to collapse under its own weight. Alnitak is on the verge of death, moments away from one of the most powerful events in the universe. The collapsing core triggers a catastrophic shockwave, racing outward through the star. In a fraction of a second, Alnitak erupts as a supernova, outshining entire galaxies for a brief moment. A blast wave races outward at thousands of kilometers per second, sweeping through the Orion Nebula. At the center, the collapsed core becomes a neutron star, or perhaps a black hole, depending on its mass. Your atoms are flung across light years of space, becoming free again after millions of years inside the star. The supernova forges heavy elements, gold, silver, iron, seeding the galaxy with the building blocks of planets and life. Over thousands of years, the debris becomes a colorful nebula, a cosmic grave marking where Alnitak once shone. Your atoms drift silently through interstellar space, traveling for millions of years. Eventually, they find their way into a molecular cloud, the birthplace of new stars. Gravity gathers the cloud into dense clumps, igniting new stars from the ashes of the old. You become part of a new star system, perhaps even a planet orbiting it. On this young world, your atoms become part of its soil, water, and air. Life takes hold, and your atoms find themselves inside a living organism for the first time. Millions of years pass and life grows more complex, reaching toward intelligence. One day, a civilization rises, perhaps looking up at Orion's Belt, just as we do on Earth. Your atoms may now live inside this being, part of its body, part of its thoughts. Unknowingly, they gaze at Orion where your journey first began. This is the endless cycle of the cosmos. Death of one star gives life to countless others. Your atoms are now part of the Milky Way's grand design, scattered across its spiral arms. In the grand scale, your fall into Alnitak was just a spark, but one that shaped the future. Billions of years have passed, and yet the universe continues its silent, unstoppable evolution. And somewhere across space and time, the energy that was once you still moves, still creates.